Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Jonas, aka the Bohemian Surf Bum. I'm showing you today a full body workout for surfers.
So let's jump right into it. Come in front of your mat. Reach your arms to the sky. Stretch out your shoulders and roll down vertebra by vertebra. And just relax. Stretch out, hang down. Stretch out and relax your lower back. Grab your elbows and swing slightly from side to side. You also can walk your hands from side to side if that feels good. Take a moment to arrive. Step your feet hip wide apart and fall down into a deep squat. Also here wiggle a bit around from side to side. Give your hip time to open up. See what feels good. Then press your elbow inside of your knee and reach your right arm up to the sky. Give your right side a good stretch and open up. Changing sides. It's always a good idea before you do exercise to warm and stretch up your elbows and your shoulders, especially as surfers. Our shoulders getting used quite often and intense. Come back to the ground, put your hands together, straighten your legs, and come up vertebra by vertebra. Open your arms to the sky again, and rolling down. Getting ready for the exercise. Walk your hands at the front of your mat, coming into plank pose and holding the plank situation. If that's not enough and you want more of a challenge, you can do weird planks, lifting up your right arm and your left leg and switch sides. This is a very good exercise for surfers because we gain a lot of core strength, which is essential for movements like the pop-up, or also like how we lie on our board, how we've been able to balance ourselves while being in a horizontal position. Oh, that was tough. So step your right foot besides your hands, coming into a lizard lunge, and stretch out your hip. If it feels better, you can edge your foot on the bottom. So if the inside of the foot wants to lift up, just let it do. And swing around. We open up to the right hand side and calm down. Lift up again. So it's mobility exercise. Couple more. Stay in a strong foundation. Knee is hovering. Alright, last one. Now open up your foot. Put your hand inside the other knee and lift up your left arm. Now straighten your legs and finding a stretching position in the middle. Try that your toes pointing inside. Then stretch to the right, come down. Switch over your right leg, straighten your back and fall down. This is a very good exercise to stretch out the backside of your left hamstrings. which often tighten up from a lot of surfing. Just breathe and go deeper without forcing it. Your body will open up over time, so never force something. So we're coming out of the position, lifting our hips again to the left side, coming in front of the mat into a plank. And you guessed it, same on the other side, lizard lunge with the left leg forward. Again, stretch out your hip, move around, bounce, do circles. Do whatever feels good for you and helps you to open up your hip. Left arm opens up and dives under. This is an over body but also hip and core rotation, which is very essential in surfing for doing turns. This exercise actually is one of the core movements Philip Toledo does in his daily exercise, so I thought it could be a good idea to get it into my exercise as well. Alright, last one. Then twist your feet and open up the other side. Give me your right hand side. Good stretch. Straighten up your legs, coming into center. Stretch out your inner hamstrings. Switching to the other side, to the right side. Lift up right hand side. Stack your knee over knee. Fold forward again. Give your lower back and your hamstrings a good stretch. Just breathe. Next inhale, you can try to lengthen through your spine, and exhale to fold deeper down. Just getting deeper into that stretch, physically but also mentally. Alright, come back out of it. Hover your hips, coming to the right side. Straighten your legs again and come onto your back. Lay down, put your feet hip distance apart and roll up your spine and your hip, vertebra by vertebra. Exhale down, inhale up. Just try to feel your whole spine rolling up with control. Flex your glutes and hold it. Come down and hold it again. Now we try to lift that hip a bit higher, coming up and down, and once we're on the top we lift our heels so that we're balancing just on our shoulders and our foot palms. Alright, we add on, lift your right leg into tabletop position and keep going to lift your hip up and down with your right leg extended. If you want a bit more of a challenge, extend your right leg straight up. If not, tabletop is fine as well. We're getting into our left glute here, so flex your left glute and do the movement with control. Don't force something. Pooh, alright, other side. You're doing great. Just a couple more. Keep pushing. If your right glute starts to burn, then you're doing it right. Good job. Come down, shake out your hip, and bring your knees into your chest. Give it a good hug. Shake out your hip. Alright, now come on your all fours. Knees and hands down. Hands shoulder wide apart, and lift up your right knee. Try to get your hip in line. Your foot is flexed. And keep on lifting that right knee. Flex your core, so try to engage your whole core muscle to protect your lower back. Try to keep a nice straight line in your spine. Lifting up that knee. That should feel a burn in your right glute now. Now kick your right leg back and in. To the side, backwards, inside and in. To the side, backwards, inwards. To the side, backwards and in. So do a controlled circle. If you want a bit more of a challenge, you can kick to the side and do a big circle with a stretched leg. If that's too much for your mobility now, then just do it in 2 steps. Alright, great. Switch to the other side. Naturally, you will have one side which is more willing to open up and the other side which can be more blocked. So don't worry, don't force. Your hips will open up over time, which will help you in your surfing. Alright, coming back to that circles. Stretch out, circle back, pull it in, kick out, backwards and in, kick out, backwards and in. Do it as big as possible. Just a couple more. You got this. Alright. Stretch back into child's pose for a well-deserved stretch. Get on your back. We're coming into our core section now, and lift your legs into tabletop position. Your hands behind your head. Now start to tip your feet to the ground. So lower your leg, left leg, then right leg, and so each on. Try to get your core engaged so that your lower back is always touching the ground and not arch your spine. Couple more. Keep pushing. You're nearly there. Breathe. Five more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and pull in your knees into your chest for a well-deserved stretch. Alright, we're not finished yet. Get ready, stretch out your legs and pull elbow to knee from side to side. Also here, make sure to get your whole core engaged and don't arch your lower back. Couple more, keep pushing. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pooh, I felt that. Lower your head down. Get ready for the last core exercise. We do scissors. Scissor your legs cross way, up and down. We're nearly there. You got it. Hug your knees into the chest. Shake out your hip. Now we're coming into a funky mobility movement. Stretch out your right legs. Put your left leg on the ground. Lift up your left arm. And maybe have a look on this first. Take up my right arm. Step up into a wild thing variation. The leg comes under the hip, turning around into a lunge position. Then we lift up. You can do that with extra weight for challenge, but I would suggest just doing it without weight for the beginning, as this can get very challenging and we want to try on a good technique here. Good work. Now we're switching sides, so calm down, get ready for the other side. Straighten your left leg, open up your side, step your left leg back and lunge up. Come down, slow, smooth and controlled. Roll down. And another one. You can do this. Keep pushing. I know this can get challenging, but you can push through. Same like when you're surfing. You cannot leave the session. Sometimes you just have to push through. Even if there's a set coming, you have to duck dive it. You're hanging in the impact zone, you have to push through. So give me another one. You can do it. Strong. Lay down, catch a breath. Do whatever feels good for you. Now grab your knees and roll back and forward. Give your back a nice massage and roll up to standing. Come at the back of your mat. Shake out your shoulders. Come into a lunge position. Coming into our last series, lunges. You lunge up and down. Now we add a variation. You lunge down and then you do a curtsy to the side. Lunge down, curtsy to the side. Always have a bend into your left knee, so we're working very deep into our left glute. Keep pushing. If you can feel the burn, you're doing it right. Couple more. Ooh, bouillabaisse. Last one, pretty strong. Shake out your legs. Get ready for flyers. Same leg, left leg is forward. You do a lunge and then you jump forward and balance it. Coming back into lunge. Jumping back up. Balance and back to lunge. Choose your own rhythm. Yours might be mine. Keep a bend into your left leg. So your left glute should be burning now. So we can form a strong foundation for a good stance. And a lot of power and critical maneuvers. Last one. Very good. Shake out your leg. Now we continue with the whole exercise on the other side. Step your right leg in front of you and get back into that lunge curtsy variation we're doing. Lunge, curtsy, lunge. Keep pushing. I know this can be very intense, but you can do this. You can push through, just like you can push through a challenging situation in the lineup. Last one. Pretty good. Now we're coming back to that lunge flyer series. So lunge down, shift forwards. Always keep a bend into your right leg. This will protect your knee and also make the exercise more intense, because you have to hold the weight all the time, so you haven't got a proper rest situation, and that's what we want. That you get used to situations you know you can push through, you know you're strong, you know you can go through the challenges. That's why we're here, building up strength. Pretty good. And mobility. Shake out your legs. And now, last series. Shake out your upper body. Just switch from side to side. And now we're gonna rotate our hips to lose any tension in our hips. Just start with small circles. Circle around clockwise. And then widening the circle. Get the circle bigger and bigger. That should feel very nice in your lower back and your hips. Going to the other side, reverse it. Oh, that felt nice. Alright, jump out all the tensions you're holding into your shoulders. Just wiggle around. Heavy hands. Now roll up your shoulders, holding tension, and then just release. Let it all out, like boom. Roll it back, roll it upwards, fingers touching the hips. Ah, that's the one. If you're keen, just wiggling around and losing up all the tension you may holding to. Thanks for joining the class. If you like it, subscribe to the channel and give me a comment. See you next time.